Alright folks, it's official. We now have Ducktales Remastered. And I am the solo gamer, the Mega Matt Cat, going to do a little bit of gaming and going to be doing a blind playthrough of the game, or at least as far as I can get to it. And I cannot tell you how excited this game makes me. Be perfectly honest, this game was like one of the formative games of my childhood. And you know what, let me go ahead and leave it run for a second so you guys can hear it, but the song you're hearing is the original DuckTales theme from the 8-bit Nintendo game that this game is based on. Anyway, this game is a work by Way Forward, the same guys who did the Double Dragon remake that came out a little while ago. No, not the crappy Wanderer of Dragon, but the actual Double Dragon Neon, which was, in my opinion, one of the best games of its year. But that's my opinion. Still, this is hands down a game that I think everyone should take a crack at. Now, I did get started to test the controls, but I actually haven't started or gone through anything else yet. So I'm going to go ahead and start a brand new game. We're going to start this on medium. And let's see what's happening. Oh yes, a single bomb against a 3-foot steel door. Never mind. Well, apparently the Beagle Boys are going to try and rob me blind.
Quick, Duckworth! Get the limo!
I shall, get her in gear, sir.
Ah, Duckworth.
Hurry, Duckworth! Hurry!
The pedal is to the middle, Mr. McDonald.
Now, it should be noted that they brought the entire cast of the original DuckTales cartoon back for this game.
Not the Beagle Boys again. If they think they can stand between Scrooge McDuck and his 3 cubic acres of cash, they've got another thing coming.
And you'll no doubt notice that the game is a mix of beautifully drawn 2D sprites, which honestly are just absolutely gorgeous, and a semi-pseudo 3D style of background and animation, which really does work very well for the purposes of this game. And this level is obviously some sort of a tutorial level to explain how to play the game.
Yeah, but you better watch out. The Beagle Boys messed with your security system.
Yeah, we've taken over the whole place.
Yeah, me money.
Hey, don't forget about me, Uncle Scrooge.
Eh? Oh, don't worry, lad. I'll save you.
Alright.
Mama, be so proud. I caught.
Boing!
Now that's what I call a stomach ache.
You were hit on the head, you moronic marauder.
Thanks, Uncle Scrooge.
You're welcome, lad.
It looks like they also brought back the original writers too, but
Going into the money bin.
We?
Sure. Louie and Julie are here, too. You better hurry, Uncle Scrooge. They might be in trouble.
alright, so now we're getting back on the road. Now, the game has almost exactly the same controls and systems that you saw, and if you ever played the original NES game, you'd see it here. Basically, what boils down to is, one button jumps, the other uses your cane. That's it. There's also another button that acts as a bounce button so that you can actually auto bounce, which is something you could not do in the original game because of the lack of, what was it called? The lack of the controller didn't have as many buttons as you wanted, so you had 2 buttons, cane and jump, and that was it, and you had to make the best of it. That being said, the game works very well and is exceedingly fun to play. Plus, the addition of a auto bounce does not make the game any less difficult, but it does make certain actions easier to perform. Boing. You still gotta know how to handle yourself. And the sound effects and everything are almost all vintage from the original game.
Let me go, you big old bum!
Not even for that little snack. Big time in trouble, man.
Get away from him, you gluttonous goon!
Sorry, Scroochy. Not a chance.
Now, this guy's not too bright, obviously.
You saved me, Uncle Scrooge!
I did. How you hurt, lad?
Now, I'm fine, but I saw Louie heading up the stairs with about 1,000 Beagle Boys right behind him.
Stay here. I'll handle this.
It's funny to think about, but if you consider it, when the original show came out, Scrooge was already supposed to be old. He was supposed to be like up in his 50s or something. So that does really kind of make you wonder, how's a guy that old stay in such great shape and still have all these abilities? But it's a cartoon. I mean, really gonna argue cartoon logic at the moment? Haha.
I've never seen a gem like this before. Home run!
Alright. And learning how to do the bounce is also key, but now you've noticed I've gotten glowy superpower. It doesn't last long, unfortunately. Which is one of the things that was always annoying about the game, was that it never lasted long enough for my taste. Not that it really makes a difference. If you know how to handle the character, it's fairly easy to do.
Hurry, Uncle Scrooge! They're headed for your office!
Hold on, lad. I'll have you free in a jiffy.
Not so fast, McDuck. We're running things around here now.
Whoa, lasers!
One false move and I'm a roast duck.
Leave me, Uncle Scrooge! It's not worth it!
Nonsense, my boy.
You can say what you want about Scrooge as a character, but in the show, the original game, they really couldn't discuss it much. But in the show,
When I get the gold,
he was actually a genuinely good guy, even if he was a greedy and avaricious dude. He was still a good guy. Bonk. That's right. You run away, you stupid idiot.
Woohoo! We almost got them all!
A fat lot of good that'll do us if they make it to me vault.
Alright, so let's see if we can't get around this. Darn it. Oh, bonus. Now, unlike a lot of other games in the modern day where you can, if you die, you continue right where you left off. If you lose all your lives in this game, you have to start the level over. So it's a bit more difficult than your standard game, and the harder the difficulty level, of course, the harder the game, but
Step away from me, Fortune, you crook.
Not this time, McDuck. Oh, you ain't getting the drop on this big old boy.
I love how he thinks that an army helmet's going to upend the situation for him.
your safe is securely suspended.
Come on. That's right, step right under the safe, you gigantic retard. Oh, and I got hit.
I think I'll bust you with this bus.
Do be careful or you'll scuff the floor.
I think like in the previous Ducktales game, you have to get 5 hits to successfully take down a boss. So that's 2. Let's count them up. Whoa.
Your safe is securely suspended.
That's 3.
I'm gonna get you.
There you are, sir.
That's 4.
Aching head.
Oh. And that is 5, just like I called it.
Curse you, McDuck! This ain't the last you'll see of me.
Yeah, good riddance to bad beagles.
Good riddance to bad beagles.
Now, why in the world was it interested in this old painting? Surely there are more valuable...
Oh, what do we have here?
Well, pluck me pin feathers. It looks like some kind of secret code. Boys! Boys!
What did you find, Scrooge? Yeah, what is it?
I'm not sure, but I know how to find it out. I'll feed it into my supercomputer and use Gyro's new crypto-analysis program. Then we'll know what the Beagle Boys were after.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So what is in that computer?
Frickin' dude!
This is another nod back to the original game, because in the original game, you actually selected levels from a computer identical to this one. So, you know, Way Forward is very true to the original game.
Look, what are the tricks?
But it looks so much better now.
And there's another one in Transylvania, and one buried 10 miles underground. Hey, wait a minute. Something's screwy. This last treasure can't be right. Yeah, there's no mountain on earth that's that high. Well, according to the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook, to get there we'd have to take about 537 million steps straight up till we reach the moon. You mean the moon?
It looks that way, lads. Well, what are we waiting for? That treasure's not going to discover itself.
So apparently we're going to go discover treasure, and now we get to the stage select. These are the 5 levels that you start with, and then if it stays true to the original game, you get to repeat those levels later on. But before we do that, anyone who watched the original Ducktales is going to recognize this scene. That's right. You can swim in the money now. Just the fact that they went as far as to do this makes me just smile. I don't know how to describe it. It's just there's some part of me that's a 10-year-old kid again. Alright, now that I've had my little fun, let's get to the business at hand. Starting with the Amazon. Now, the Amazon's first target.
I'm headed to the Amazon jungle to find the scepter of the Incan king.
Funny thing is I actually played the original DuckTales recently, and I was surprised at how difficult it was. Alright.
Thanks for the lift, Launchpad.
No problemo. Lift is one of my favorite principles of aerodynamics. Oh, say, you got your radio, Mr. McD?
Aye, of course I do.
Great! Then I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Oh, I'd be happy if you just keep your eyes on the sky for once.
That's a...
Hey, I heard that.
Now then, ancient Incan legends claim the king's scepter was locked away in a giant temple of the clouds, and it should be dead ahead.
Gee, Mr. McD, I see a lot of clouds, but no temple.
You wouldn't, Launchpad. The legend says the temple was hidden away from all but King Manco Capquack himself. But there's bound to be a way to reveal it buried somewhere in this overgrown salad bowl, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
Excellent. Alright, well. Time to get started. Boink. Come on. There's a good stupid. Money. Money, 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 money. And I will say this for the game. So far, I am undeniably pleased. Whoa, what'd I get?
Launchpad, I found an ancient coin depicting a nightingale.
Neato. You haven't stumbled across a pizza joint down there, have you, Mr. McD? Getting kind of hungry.
Freaking Launchpad.
I'm not even going to dignify that question with a response.
Freaking Launchpad. I will be the first to admit. Oh, hey, bounce. Hey, get you let go. Alright, now to find out how faithful the game is to its original. Aha! The secret remains. Another one of those weird coins.
Another coin, and this one has an inscription of an eagle.
Boom. Alright, so. Now this I remember. Because this was one of those sections of the game that was a pain in the rear back then.
Aha! A coin bearing the image of the Queen's horse. Ha! It'll help us find the treasure for sure.
How can you tell, boss?
Never doubt the well-honed instincts of an experienced treasure hunter.
If you say so, Mr. McD.
I'll say what you will about Scrooge. If there's anyone who could qualify as a experienced treasure hunter, it's probably him. But dagnabbit, I just got stopped by a snake. This section was always a pain in the rear. Dang it. There's no way to take him down. Just not enough room to get up above him and smash him. So I recall coming back from this level in the previous time I played the original game, you were almost always going to wind up getting damaged, but it's been so long since I played it, you know? Cool thing about the original game is that you can always go back and try another level, but the game is a little bit unforgiving in that if you lose all your lives, you got to start the level over, so you have to be careful.
Thanks for the lift, Launchpad.
No problemo. Lift is one of my favorite.
All right, well, let's get past this and get to business here. Cool thing about it is that the game does more or less regenerate any money that was in the level, so you can replay levels and try to regain any money you wanted back then.
Launchpad, I found an ancient coin depicting a nightingale. Ooh. Ow, ow, ow! I've still got it.
So, bounce, 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 bounce. Coins probably have some value, but I don't know what they do yet, because, like I said, first time playing through the game. I'm going to get the other coin, and then I'm going to just try and get back out of here without getting killed again. Cool thing is on the map, it does show you where some of the other coins are, apparently, so that's handy.
Aha! A coin bearing the image of the Queen's horse. Ha! It'll help us find the treasure for sure.
How can you tell, boss?
Never doubt the well-honed instincts of an experienced treasure hunter.
If you say so, Mr. McD.
Darn it. I got hit again. Urgh. I'm going to try going the upper route instead, see if I can maybe double back later. Ooh, Invinci-Duck, go! Ah, crap. The invincible duck has run out of juice.
A coin showing the sun. Gads, I nearly tripped over it. This place is a mess. Where's Mrs. Beakley when you need her?
If I recall, she actually does show up in this level.
Onward. Home run!
Ah, more jewels.
Look at this. An ancient coin with the image of a scythe. It must represent a good harvest.
This is Launchpad, calling Mr. McD.
What is it, Launchpad?
I'm running a little low on fuel up here.
Well, where are the extra fuel canisters?
That's why I'm calling you, boss. I checked the glove compartment, but all I found was gloves.
Oh, you'd best find those fuel canisters, or the next thing you'll be flying is a model airplane.
Okay. Next time I ask you for help.
Is that a promise?
I'm actually really enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would.
Found another one, and it depicts the ruling might of a spear.
This is Launchpad. Mr. McD, come in. Mr. McD.
Oh, crap.
Launchpad, what was that?
Nothing, boss. I'm sure nobody was using that tree anyway. Except maybe them. And also them.
Okay. So apparently Launchpad got himself in trouble. Which admittedly doesn't surprise, but really? Really, Launchpad?
Out of my way!
There we go. Alright, well, time to head upstairs. Now this part of the level I recognize all too well. Ooh, another coin.
Look at this one.
Goody, goody, goody.
Shield. You know, I bet those deacons could have minted a whole lot more coins if they hadn't tried to make each one unique.
Bad plant thingies, whatever they are.
Come in, Launchpad. I found something. There's a carving of Manco Capquack on this stone slab, and there's 8 succulent notches around it.
Sounds great. Does it tell us how to find the treasure?
Well, I'm not sure what it tells us, but I'm certain it's an important clue. Bless me bagpipes. These coins I found will fit perfectly into those notches.
Oh, you must have come across an ancient Incan poker table, Mr. McD. How about I come down there and you deal me in for a hand?
You come down here and I'll deal you a blow to the head. You're supposed to be keeping an eye out for trouble, remember?
All right, trouble spotting it is.
So I've got all but 1 coin, apparently. Whoa! Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to do that.
Nothing I can do till I've found all 8 coins. I'd better get back to my search.
Can't go that way, apparently.
Didn't get rich by being foolish. I didn't get to be number 1 by backing down.
Ah. More secret goodies. Did not know about that.
Up I go. Onward and upward.
here we go. The last of the coins.
Treasure! Aha! This coin bears an image of the scales of justice. Just what I need to help me find the scepter.
You know, Mr. McGee, I had a thought.
Launchpad, why start now and spoil a perfect record?
That's a good question.
Well, I don't have all day. What was your thought?
Come to think of it, I forgot.
Launchpad, were you dropped on your head much as a child?
All the time. Why?
Well, that answers that question. So you always hear the wheels in Scrooge's head going. It's like, yeah, that explains everything. Boing. Whoa! Big ruby or whatever it was. Ah, crap! Let go!
Blast! Onward! Onward!
I've got all 8 coins, so I guess I can advance to the rest of the level now. It's actually pretty cool. I like the fact that they're making the game have a little bit more structure than the old one, even if it does mean that it's a little bit different from the original game, but still.
Various tribes of Manco Capquack's empire. Maybe if I surround him with them.
There we go.
Ugh, no, it's not working.
Hey, maybe you need to say the magic words. Or maybe not.
Well, that, I guess, works.
Will you look at that? The ancient city of Manco Capquack. And that beam of light. It must be pointing to the Temple of the Clouds. But how am I going to get across?
Up here, Mr. McD.
Follow that beam of light.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you could try to navigate it yourself, or you could go down and make a run for the money, but honestly, I'm not going to risk it, especially not with 0 lives to get. Alright, we're in.
Whoa! I did it! I found the legendary temple of Manco Capquack.
With a little help from your old pal, Launchpad McQuack.
Oh, of course, Launchpad. I couldn't have done it without you. Now just hold on, and with a little luck, that scepter will be mine in no time.
Alright, well, we're in the temple, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can find here.
It's mine!
Oh, I think I just stumbled upon a secret. Yes, I did.
It's a diamond!
And that again reminds me of another secret from the original game, but I don't remember the details. Oh. Well, that was cheap. Which means I gotta start all over again. But that's enough fun for now. I just wanted to get started and get in there, have a little fun with this thing. And here's the other cool thing they've done is that you can now buy the bonus features for each character with the different models, and you can compare them to the original animation cycles that they had for the original game. But you have to spend tremendous amounts of money to make it all work. But either way, I just thought I'd get started and show you a little bit of good old Ducktales, and then hopefully we'll go ahead and continue this later. Anyway, this is the Mega Matt Cat signing off. I will continue with you folks later. And hopefully we'll do a full playthrough on all of the Ducktales